T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds.
Well, a very good evening to each and every one of you. Joining me, Miss Belinda Scandal and the wonderful Brandon McCaffrey.
Small C, big C. Yeah.
Welcome back,
I
Flower.
thought she just had a stutter there.
No. How have you been, Flower?
I've been good. Have you been? You're not happy for a while.
I beg your pardon. Well, no. Anyway, what have you been up to?
I've been up to a few things. I've been back home.
Yeah.
I've had my mum over in Manchester for the first time.
Right.
She went out for a night in Canal Street.
Did she?
She did. No. If you don't remember a small, Irish lady having a go at you, then you're fine. You're fine.
Definitely wasn't.
Better makeup than you anyway.
Well, yes, obviously.
Obviously, it doesn't take much.
Not quite as good as yours, though, Flower.
Oh, I know. Thanks.
Comes to summer when your co-host is wearing more makeup than the drag queen boys and girls, doesn't it? I tell you, takes me 20 minutes to get ready.
Queen?
45 minutes this one, stood there with just a jar of polyfiller. Nothing more, nothing less, everybody.
I don't need any more.
You don't need any more. You couldn't get any more in there if you tried. Anyway, Flower, I tell you, we have got a marvellous show lined up. I'm very excited, Brandon, about today.
Why are you excited,
Because
Belinda?
we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favourite comedy actors.
Is it me?
No, because
What's
it's
the
one of my
point?
favourite all-time actors. Yes?
Yeah?
He's fantastic. Now, before we move on, we'll just tell you what's on the show. I'm referring there, obviously, as you'll find out in a minute, to the wonderful Mr. Peter Butterworth.
Oh, carry on.
Oh, my God. And his son is joining us in just a few seconds' time.
Yes.
Also on the show today, though, we're talking to Carl Austin Behan, everybody, about, that's my fourth everybody. We're talking to Carl.
Someone start doing this, start placing bets. Every time she says everybody, take a drink.
It's because I've got so much to think about.
Of course you do.
We've got the wonderful Carl Austin Behan talking about this Pride event that's happening.
Yes,
I'm not going to say any more about that at the moment. Also, as well as that, we're bringing into the room, he's back by popular demand and a little bit more sober. Adam Zane is joining us, everybody. Adam Zane from the wonderful theatre company Outstageous. He's going to be joining us as well.
We're also going to be joined by Ben Baughan from the Sunday Boys.
Yes! Should we harmonise?
Okay.
All right, you ready? Hey?
Hey. We could join the Sunday
If
Boys.
I stopped smoking, I'd be able to do the next third up, I tell you. That means the next bit up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, get yourselves ready for one fantastic show here on Your Manchester. Like I said at the top of the show, though, one gentleman that we have to discuss. I am so excited. Take a look and see if you remember this fantastic chappie.
Nice little citizen thing, eh?
You're not letting her go, sir.
Of course I'm letting her go, B-Day.
I think you're making a great mistake, citizen, sir.
You should get the chance to make such a mistake, Citizen B-Day.
Yes, sir, but she's probably an aristo.
Have you ever known a lady of breeding who needed a shave?
And shaved.
Yes. When she kissed me just now, I distinctly felt her stubble.
It was
That's
my
like kissing
stubble that
you.
they were talking about. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to be talking to Tyler Butterworth, son of Peter Butterworth and the fantastic, the best, wonderful, most impressionist of Miss Margaret Thatcher herself, Janet Brown. Let's bring him in. Tyler, welcome. How are you?
Hey! Hi, good evening. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Brendan.
I'm very excited about meeting you. I really am. I feel like I'm talking to a legend and everything.
It's
really
lovely.
do.
It's lovely to meet you. I knew I'd feel underdressed the minute I saw the show
I mean,
start.
if you can dress up more than she can, I'd be well impressed.
Well, he has done.
I'm
He
not
has
gonna lie.
done. You're bringing a show to Stockport Plaza beginning of next year. Now, it's all about your wonderful parents. First of all, I've got to ask: was life a joy having those two as parents?
Well, yes, it was, Belinda. It was funny. People say sometimes, was it normal? Did you have a normal childhood? And I didn't know any different. But you did start to notice things, when your mother impersonated all your friends' mothers, and your dad Dad used to do, as long as with the carry-ons, he also used to do panto. So, and he was a great dame. So every Christmas we go along, and there's my dad dressed up as Nurse Samantha Butterscotch or whoever it is. Actually, it reminds me, it was very funny when he died. We had to sell a lot of his theatrical stuff, and there was this rail in the attic of all his dames' clothes. But you can't. We had a bra with. Sorry.
So you put them all on, right?
Well, of course, yeah. I didn't think anybody knew about that. Anyway,
we've got the pictures. We'll save them for later.
Oh God, there's going to be money involved, isn't there? What was funny was, it's getting rid of it. He had a bra with 3 cups on it, that kind of thing. Things that dames used to wear. But eventually we sold all his stuff. But yeah, it was a great childhood. I was very lucky.
So obviously being around your father then while he was part of the Carry On films, you would have met all the greats, would you have not?
Well, I did. Yes, I did actually. And some of them used to come down to the house. Dad was very good friends with Kenneth Williams. Now, Kenneth some people got on with him and some didn't, but Dad did. And so we used to have these wonderful trips down to Brighton with Kenneth Williams. And we'd be walking along the seafront, and he'd get very giddy, very excited by it all. And he was, that braying laugh.
Yeah.
It was just fun. It was a good childhood. Yeah. No,
I have. Belinda's a massive fan of your dad for one reason, while I am for a completely different one, and she knows what it's going to be. Your dad was actually the first ever Time Lord, apart from the Doctor, to appear in Doctor Who, if I'm right, as the monk. Appearing in Time Meddler and the Daleks Master Plan, which no longer actually exists, so unfortunately. But I think that's incredible to see, because I grew up watching the Carry On films as well. Every Sunday, my mum had them on, and it's amazing to sit and watch him in such a thing as Doctor Who and working with Bill Hartnell, and then doing Carry On and going like, "What a man! What a change that he has between such a character." Was it interesting seeing him in such a different style?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I've got that in the show. I talk about Dad, and there's a little clip of him with William Hartnell. It was a funny character, wasn't it? He used to come back and just cause trouble, didn't he?
Oh, he just meddled and just wanted to make mess of history and just have a great time with it. And I think it was one of the first sort of like comedy roles they sort of put into the show, but that wasn't a literal BBC. It's a bit of a mess, but we'll get through it. It's like us, it's a bit of a mess, but we get through
it. He had a great time doing it. I know he did. And in the clip that I have in the show with William Hartnell, I look at that and I still find William Hartnell one of the most frightening doctors. Do you kind of get that as well? Is it the old man thing or what?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think whenever you're younger, especially because you would have been quite young whenever it happens, it's a bit of one of those ones where he's such an intimidating man, and he comes across that on screen. He messed up his lines a lot, but he got old. Same sort of thing. I'd say at your age, it was quite terrifying.
Yeah, it was, and he was like an old headmaster, wasn't he?
Big time. He had that cane, and he wasn't prepared to bring it down.
I remember that.
If we have the ultimate headmaster, then your mother did play the ultimate headmistress. Let's take a look at this clip from a famous James Bond film.
I'll get it, Dennis. Hello?
Mr. Bond on the line, Prime Minister.
Ah, Mr. Bond. I wanted to call you personally and to say how pleased we all are that your mission was a success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, Mr. Bond. Your courage and resourcefulness are a credit to the nation. Dennis and I look forward to meeting you. Meanwhile, if there is anything I can do for you...
Give us a kiss.
Well, really, Mr. Bond.
I think we're having a little trouble with the line, madam.
Give us a kiss.
You idiot.
Hey?
Oh, I love that.
She was remarkable. It was so close to Margaret Thatcher, though.
It was, wasn't it? It was. She captured so much of it, and you know that Maggie liked Mum's impression of her.
Wow, that's a big statement, especially for the woman herself to go, "That is the person who I like to play me."
Well, she did, and when she got into power that first time in 1979, I think it was, Mum wrote her a letter, and Mrs. T wrote a letter back, And it said, I half
Wow.
expected to get to Downing Street and find you here before me. It was astonishing.
All these stories that we've been talking about today, of course, I'm sure are going to be featured within your one-man play, basically. That's coming to Stockport Plaza in January.
That's right. January the 23rd, I'm at Stockport Plaza. There it is, a bit of a carry-on. And you're right, I look at Dad's story and I look at Mum's story, and I talk about life growing up in a family like that.
It's fantastic.
It's
Is there any
incredible.
stories that you've not mentioned in there that perhaps you'd like to share with us right here, right now?
Oh, well, very quickly, looking at Dad's story, what's interesting is he was shot down in the war. He ended up as a prisoner of war in Stalag Luft 3, where they did the Great Escape. And he paired up with a man called Tolly Rothwell, who was a pilot. Years later, Tolly would write most of the carry-ons, and Dad was in 16 of them. And it all started back in Stalag Luft 3.
Wow.
Do you know what? It's like they say, everything is connected in some way. Everything is connected. That's incredible.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's fantastic.
It should be fun.
I'm looking. I'm coming to it. I already decided. I'm going to be there.
Great. Oh, I can't wait to see you. Good.
Well, I mean, you won't
Wig and
miss me.
all.
Shine like an amber light, me. So, listen, thanks so much for your time today, though, Tyler. A pleasure to speak to you, and best of British with the show.
Thank you for asking me, and really nice to see you, Belinda, and you, Brendan, and thanks
Nice
again.
to meet you. Thank you very much, Tyler.
What a carry on!
I know, what carry on. No, we should carry on with the show.
I'll tell you what, one lady who wants to carry on, who is it? You're reading now, aren't you? One lady who definitely wants to carry on is going to tell us all about what is exactly on the box. It's our Hayley.
Oh!
Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome to this week's On The Box. Yes, I am back on my box just in time for Strictly Come Dancing, which started on Saturday. Have a lot of contestants who are amazing. Adam Peaty, Nina Wadia, Katie McGlynn, Judy Love, they're just a few. Do let us know who your favourite to win is. Just drop us a tweet at your MCR or at HeyKate, HAYKATE, and let us know. Now, there is help on all four. Catch up for Channel 4. That is about a care home and care workers at the height of the pandemic, and it stars Jodie Cromer. That's absolutely brilliant. Do give that a watch if you haven't seen it. Also, The Kaminsky Method over on Netflix. Michael Douglas is absolutely outstanding. The rest of the cast are brilliant, and there's about 3 series there over on Netflix. I more or less binge watched the whole lot. Do get on that. You will not regret it. Recently, I started watching the series The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. And that's a comedy series about a woman who is rescued from a cult and starts her life again after spending 15 years underground. Do give it a watch. It's lots and lots of fun. Now, I think that's enough to keep you going for a while. So I will see you next time. Remember, stronger together. Bye.
Now up, I've got a very special guest with us, and you know what? I'm going to have to sing it because what's the point if you don't? Welcome up next is Ben Baughan from the Sunday Boys.
Look at that. You got sang in there, Ben.
I know.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You should join us. Come along Sunday evening.
See, now I've got a gig and everything.
I could have possibly, it's for boys only.
Of course.
Low voice choir, low voice choir.
Oh, fair. Low voice. What are you saying? Listen, Sunday Boys Choir, when did it start? How did it start? And why is it so fantastic?
Well, we started back in 2016. It was founded by Michael Bettridge, who just wanted to, basically, he felt that he wanted to form a low voice choir for LGBTQ people to get together on a Sunday evening and come together and have a bit of a sing and fun. And that's the main thing about Sunday Boys, it's fun. And so we started out in what was the basement of Taurus. You remember Taurus?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we started singing, and it's evolved since then. And last rehearsal, we had knocking on 50 people in rehearsal, and it's just come from strength to strength.
So why do you think it's going from strength to strength? Because it is. Everybody talks about it around Manchester. It's not just Canal Street as much as, it's
Yeah, well, it's very
synonymous
big
with
around there, absolutely.
But why is it so talked about? Why is it so successful?
Well, I think there's two things there. There's one, we've managed to build a real community around what we do. So like we refer to kind of, one of the joke we make is about kind of people who are Sunday Boys adjacent. So kind of, we've got the kind of core choir, then we've got all these friends we've made around that. And we've built a real community around kind of what we do. And the other real strength of the choir is we sing a real variety of stuff. There's something there for everyone, really. Kind of one of our USPs is we commission early career queer artists to come in and write new things for us. But then we do kind of
Very nice.
pop medleys and arrangements and folk, and there's a little bit there for everyone. So yeah.
So is it like what kind of people do you bring into the Sunday Boys? Is it all trained singers, or are these people who are completely or just want to try something out? Who've got that deep voice?
Not at all. We're completely open access. So there's no audition process. We accept people of all levels, and something we've built into what we do is supporting people. So we offer vocal coaching, singing lessons, and kind of take people through each kind of step of learning how to sing and what the music means. So no, it's completely inclusive. Yeah. And
do you singing yourself?
Oh, I sing a bit. I do my best.
Because we tried, and we are fully aware that you're being awarded grants from the lottery, aren't you? So they're obviously impressed by you.
For the lottery for our singing.
Go on, do it. La. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
There you are.
Gorgeous.
So what's going on with the lottery then?
So we've been really lucky. So we most recently awarded an Arts Council National Lottery funded project for during lockdown. So we did a lot of work during lockdown and made sure that we started an offer, because obviously it was really important to our choir and community that we kind of was able to get together, and that was mostly on Zoom. But we were awarded some funding to commission Finn Anderson, who was a wonderful songwriter who wrote us a piece called Distant Dream. And we recorded and performed that at the Lowry, and then that was distributed online via YouTube and various channels. And that was really successful, and that was such a wonderful project to bring kind of our choir together during lockdown. And off the back of that, we've been nominated for a National Lottery Project of the Year award, and been shortlisted at 1,500, which is amazing. So yeah, we're really honoured to be part of that. Yeah,
it is sensational. It really, really is. Is there still space for people to join you, or is your cast and your choir already dusted?
Absolutely. We've always got more space. So if people want to join us, go to our website, thesundayboys.com, and just drop us a line. There's a little sign-up form there. We'll be in touch. And we're always open to new members. Yeah, we're ever growing, and that's really open to that.
That's amazing. Fantastic. And if people want to get involved, it's an easy process, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no audition process. We will drop you a line. We'll invite you along. We've got kind of choir buddies who will meet you on the door and get you settled in, and make sure you're looked after in your first rehearsal. So yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Sounds like a very lovely, friendly environment.
It sounds fantastic. Ben Baughan, best of British with it. As I'm saying all night.
I was going to say, am I going to hear this all night?
It's my new catchphrase.
Where's best of Irish? Like, what's going on?
Best of what?
Best of the Irish.
Some are British. Anyway. Thank you very much, Ben Baughan.
Thank you very much, dude.
Thank you for having me.
So, amazing. This Saturday, all of Greater Manchester's boroughs, is that the right word? Yeah. So, amazing. This Saturday, all of Greater Manchester's boroughs are joining forces in one fantastic event. Now, this event is going to be streamed over 10 hours. We want to find out more about this. So, of course, we brought in the legend himself, Mr. Carl Austin Behan, Dr. Sir. How are you?
Hi, I'm very good, thank you. I'm excited for this weekend.
It's going to be pretty amazing. Perhaps tell everybody what it's all about.
Okay, so with the uncertainty of live events that were going to take place this year because of everything that's gone on for the last 18 months, we set up last year the Greater Manchester Pride Network with all the borough prides coming together, and also we also had Didsbury Pride and Levenshulme Pride. So it was all the community prides where it was all a free event, and we all came together. And earlier this year, I came up with the idea or suggestion that we did we did a digital pride event. But it involved all of the Pride events, all the areas, all to submit some entries and all to sort of bring something to the table. And we managed to do that. So working collaboratively, we've managed to bring all the 10 boroughs together, where there's a complete mix of different acts, all LGBTQ plus artists from across Greater Manchester. And it's just brilliant. It's been a lot of work. I can honestly say that. And I must do a massive shout out and a thank you to Barry Priest, because I brought him on board quite late in the day, but he has been an absolute godsend. He's really sort of helped pull all this together with the artists as well.
So what are we expecting then for the 10 hours? I mean, that's a lot of time to fill. What can people expect to see?
Well, we've got a mix. We've got a mix of live stream. We've got a mix and hosted by yourself, actually, Belinda. I'm sure I've spoke to you about that. Just in case you weren't doing anything on Saturday. again with Cheddar and with Misty as well. So we have got some live stream as well as the pre-record. And some of that pre-record is from various Pride events that have already taken place that people might not have got to. But as I say, we've got yourselves there. We've got a mix. We've got Black Ivory. We've got people from all the 10 different boroughs. We've got House of Ghetto. We've got J Sky. We've got Nature Boy, Rowetta. I'm scared of mentioning too many people because I'll know that I'll get in trouble for not mentioning someone. We've got Alexander Stewart. We've got the Sunday Boys, and because we're doing this a mix of live with the pre-record. So you're going to get a mix throughout the day of people coming in, doing some live, giving some nice messages. We've got a really, really, I love the fact that who we managed to get to do the opening credits. So I'm really, really pleased with that. Everyone will know who they are when they see them. And also, it's just going to be brilliant because the fact that this is a collaboration, this is something that I initially had this idea over a year ago, and to sort of see it come to fruition has been a nightmare, as I say, but it has been brilliant. I mean, couldn't do it without United We Stream, which is now the Stream GM organisation, a non-for-profit. Greater Manchester Culture, Badger and Coombs, who've done all the production, and also, the publicity, LG publicity. It's been brilliant. But also all the prides across Greater Manchester working collaboratively. Who'd have known that many years ago?
Why is it so important to you? Like you say, it's been a project for you now for a year and a bit, hasn't it? But why is it so important to you?
Because I'm a massive believer that I think we can do so much better by working together, rather than sort of everything sort of being just people working on their own. It's a massive collaboration, this, and bringing Greater Manchester together. We're the only place in the country as a city or as a city region that has a Pride event that takes place in every borough that we've got. And now we're seeing smaller prides open up, like we say, with Disbury Pride, with Levenshulme Pride, Pride of the Range, with Wally Range. Oh, great. Sorry about that.
We're going to ask the same question again. Come back to me, Jonathan, first. We do apologise for the slight technical issues,
technical difficulties.
His phone rang and it interrupted everything. That's live television.
That is live television for you.
It really is. Yeah. Speaking about live television, what about live theatre?
Well, there's some live theatre going on very soon.
Do you know it's outrageous?
It's Outstageous is what it is.
Indeed. I tell you what, we're going to find out in a minute. We've just been speaking to our lovely lads that have joined us this one. Part of the original Queer as Folkcast lads. Had an affair with a snake, and the other one's going to be talking about a watermelon in a minute. I tell you, it's non-stop, it really is. So we are joined, of course, over here today now by Adam Zane, everybody, and the fabulous Mike Lee, which I want to call Spike Lee, but it's a different thing altogether. So we just want, and this is the watermelon.
We will explain that very soon.
Outstageous.
Yes.
What is it? Tell us all about it.
Oh, we are back. We weren't on last year, but it's an annual event for LGBTQ new writing, and so we've got 12 shows on in
12?
one night.
In one night?
Yes.
12
we've
in
got
one night.
monologues and scenes and dance, and it's just a celebration of LGBTQ life. It's fantastic.
Does sound good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, Matt, we do joke about you with the watermelon.
Yeah.
But actually,
What's she mean?
it's not really so much of a joke, is it, really?
No. So in a piece called Watermelon,
Good title.
Good title.
about a character that has a relationship with a mystery object.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can guess.
Is it a watermelon?
He has to mind the pips, that's all we'll
Yeah.
say.
So yeah,
Let's just say rehearsals are going to be very interesting.
What kind of relationship are we talking here? 1 minute, don't you back away from me. What kind of relationship are we talking here?
very, very close relationship.
Very
They
close.
They know each other very well, very intimate.
Yeah.
Intimate
That
with
tells
a
you all you
watermelon.
need to know.
Let's just say.
It gives a whole new meaning to American Pie.
Yeah.
Right, okay, fair enough.
British watermelon,
Now, you're
American pie.
producing and wrangling all this together then?
Just about, yeah.
How are you going about doing
I don't
this?
know, because I work
Very
with
well.
Adam Zane.
Say by name, say by nature.
No, it's been great. I mean, we've got 16 performers, 12 writers, and just the scripts kind of celebrate everything from trans identities to bisexual erasure and everything in between.
I'm a big fan of whenever there's no bisexual erasure.
Exactly.
Biggest shoot for me.
And it's Bi Awareness Week, and you've got 3 scripts with that centre around bisexual characters.
So you're touching on quite a lot of points then and throughout this,
I think it's probably our most diverse in terms of the breadth of topics that we cover. There's something for everyone. There's something to make you laugh, make you cry, make you think. And I think it kind of covers everything.
And this is all taking place on one night?
Yes, so you'll see all 12 pieces on one night, but we're on from Wednesday to Saturday at Hope Mill Theatre.
Wow.
So, 29th of September to the 2nd of October.
Hope Mill just seems to deliver just
It does. It's had so many things going on. Obviously, we were there, which is obviously one of the best things.
He doesn't talk much about himself, does it?
Says her.
So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fabulous. If people want to get tickets for this night, how do they go about doing that?
The best place to go is our website.
Right.
Find out loads about the shows, all the different pieces that are on there.
Yeah.
So if you go to hivenorth.co.uk/Outstageous.
How did you get everything together then? How do you pick the people, the scripts?
Well, I mean, it was amazing because lockdown happened and we opened submissions and we got over 250.
Wow.
And I mean, when we first started, we might get, 25 submissions. So to go through 250,
proper,
and we had a whole panel that went through them, and there's something for everyone. There's comedy, there's heartbreak, and some incredible performers. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
So what sort of criteria you were looking for then when you were narrowing it down from 200 to 12?
Oh, well, great subjects that excite us, really. Because there are things on stage that I don't hear discussed. So you want that. You want more bisexual stories. You want trans stories, and the trans stories that we've got are about trans characters telling us things that I've never heard discussed on stage before.
Yeah. So, I think that's sometimes the best kind of theatre is whenever an audience is sat there going this isn't something I really want to see, but if you're putting it in front of their face, I think it needs to be seen almost.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people who would see something like that and go, oh, it's not very the done thing. And went, well, that's exactly why it should be the done thing.
Yeah, it should be challenging and exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should leave and want to talk about it.
Yes.
And have a
Open
discussion.
the conversation.
That's how you know it's a good show,
Absolutely.
when you're leaving still talking about the show.
Now, Matt, you're in not just one of these plays.
Yes, and another one called Brute, which is about 2 working class lads who kind of have a rough upbringing and kind of find each other in a boxing gym. It's about their relationship with that.
Yes.
So which is a different take as well in such a masculine environment. So I think it's a really interesting take, that one.
Yeah.
That was written by a trans male writer that wanted to explore hypermasculinity. So a world that they've spent a lot of time doing really hypermasculine sports, so they wanted to explore that. And it features dance as well, which is quite interesting.
So it's not just a night of comedy. You couldn't really put this into one sort of category then, really, could you?
It's just Outstageous. What can I say?
Yes. Oh, you are good. Very good indeed. So what's after this then, and what's next after this then for you? Got anything in the pipeline?
Well, I mean, obviously we've had such a break because of COVID, but suddenly everything is happening. So next week, while Outstageous is going on, our other play, Out Loud, starts a tour, and we are going around schools talking about homophobia, talking about transphobia and biphobia, and exploring all those issues with kids. And so the two shows are on at the same time, but we're going to every school in Thameside and then around schools in Greater Manchester.
So that's quite poignant, especially with such things like sex education just coming out of a new season. That very marries that almost. Fantastic.
Definitely. Well, listen, thanks so much for coming in. Stay where you are, because we're now going to watch another bit of interpretive dancing.
Yes.
I even put my posh voice on there.
Oh, you should see what happens.
Paul Rudd has been out learning a little bit of Zumba.
Hello my lovely weather watchers, and welcome to this week's weather forecast with me, Paul Rudd. And this week I've come to Anna's Dance Zumba Gold class here in Shaw. It's absolutely fantastic, amazing. Come and have a look if you can. Right, let's crack on with this week's weather. It's not looking good for Manchester. Here's this week's details. Thursday is looking cloudy with the temperatures of 16 degrees. Friday is also looking cloudy with the temperatures of 16 degrees. And as we get closer to the weekend right now, Saturday is looking cloudy with the temperatures of 17 degrees. And Sunday is not looking good. Sunny, cloudy with outbreaks of rain with the temperatures of 17 degrees. Your Manchester!
I want to see you move like that.
I don't think so. I really, really don't. Next week we've got another fantastic show lined up for you. Have you had fun?
I've always had fun.
You look marvellous today. Have you been at the gym again?
Thank you. Well, you know, we try our best.
Me too, but they still don't let you buy anything from the vending machine, so there's no point. Join us next week for another fantastic show. In the meantime, we are going to play out with the Sunday Boys and their latest hit record. Yes, with support from the Lowry Theatre. This is the Sunday Boys. Stay good, stay wonderful. Thanks for watching this week's episode of
Your Manchester!
You were a runaway, you were a heart bursting into colour. I was a distant dream, only a flame, holding a heavy weight under a skyline and undercover, carrying all our lives under a name. There in the rubble Holding a heavy weight under a skyline and undercover, carrying all our lives under a name.